Good morning. This is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your Sunday. We also have your boredom busters coming up, but first, our top story. Governor Larry Roden has declared a state of emergency for parts of southwest South Dakota where a large grass fire has been burning since Friday morning. Right now, the so-called 79 fire has burned around 6,000 acres and is 40% contained. Crews attacking the fire from both the ground and in the air report making good progress overnight and will remain on the scene to put out hot spots. The wind-driven fire is burning east of Highway 79 along East French Creek Road in eastern Custer County. The emergency declaration means the state will cover the firefighting costs. A congregation in Watertown remains resilient in the aftermath of a fire that broke out in their church nearly a year ago. Hosanna Lutheran was struck by lightning, which sparked the fire back in May. The sanctuary received the most damage. Members held services elsewhere while the building was being repaired. They moved back into their church 5 months ago.
The rest of the church outside the sanctuary was basically finished, good enough for us to move back in, and so we're in the offices, the Sunday school rooms, and we worship now in the fellowship area space, and that's been going well.
Last week, the congregation achieved another milestone when their cross was raised back inside of the sanctuary. Investigators say stolen money and marijuana led to a local kidnapping and assault that has 6 people facing charges. Authorities say back in February, the 6 suspects brought a man to the edge of northern Sioux Falls where they punched and kicked him hundreds of times. According to interviews with investigators, the suspects were upset because the man had allegedly stolen $20 to $40 along with a small amount of marijuana.
If somebody takes something from you, you can call law enforcement. It appears on the outside looking in that they took matters into their own hands, and we're lucky we didn't have really serious injuries out there or even a death.
Phillips says a Snapchat video showing the assault helped lead investigators to the suspect. Each is being held in the Minnehaha County Jail on bonds ranging from $50,000 to $100,000. Local women who've served their country had a chance to share their experiences with others during a gathering in Sioux Falls Saturday. The nonprofit Community Action for Veterans hosted this Women's Vets Connect retreat. It allowed the women to network, listen to speakers, and learn more about the resources available. The women who've served in the military can often feel invisible back in the civilian world.
As women, we don't necessarily say we're veterans. It's not something that we advertise like the men do. We don't always wear the shirts, the hats, the coats. And so just to be able to get it out there that we're veterans too, and we're here to help each other.
Any veteran or any military member, there's a lot of healing to be done, especially women. There's a different level of shared experiences that we all have had. And so together, being a part of that, it's kind of amazing.
The retreat featured talks on issues ranging from therapy to joining military organizations like the VFW. Let's take our first look at the forecast now with meteorologist Adam Rutt in the Storm Center. Good morning, Adam.
Good morning, Perry, and good morning, everybody. It's a mild start to the day across much of the region. And case in point, right here in Sioux Falls, we're already in the mid-60s to start the day. 65 at the airport with a south wind at 16 miles per hour. Our average high for this time of year is in the mid to upper 50s. We could call it a day right now, and we'd still be on the plus side of that. Meanwhile, up in Aberdeen, we're at 58, south wind at 9 miles per hour. Some sunshine peeking through the clouds up that way with a view to the east. In Pierre, sunshine and 59, west wind at 18 miles per hour. Well, it is going to be a dry and windy day out that way, really across the entirety of KELOLAND. And out west in Rapid City, beautiful blue skies, 56, and a westerly wind at 17 miles per hour. Now, we did have a little isolated thunderstorm that was able to pop up through Madison into Brookings and eventually moving on into southwestern Minnesota. Outside of that, and a sprinkle or two up to the northeast along an upper level trough axis, we're not really expecting much of anything through the rest of the morning. Temperatures in the 50s and 60s for much of KELOLAND, outside of Mobridge at 45 and Custer at 39. We have an unseasonably warm day today. It's several warm days through the week. but there are a couple of bumps along the way. We'll talk about that and your full forecast coming up.
All right, thank you very much, Adam. So members of the Sioux Falls Police Department are part of a specialized group of officers known as the Special Weapons and Tactics Team. But not every officer can be a member of SWAT. Experience in law enforcement and a lengthy tryout have to happen first.
I am 3 years into law enforcement, so you send up an application through your supervisor. From there, it gets forwarded over to the SWAT team. They review it, and then you'll get invited for an interview.
SWAT members from across South Dakota get together for 2 weeks of training every year. You can learn more about the important duties they perform in tonight's Eye on KELOLAND at 10. You can see world-class athletes going head-to-head with powerful bucking bulls during the PBR Unleash the Beast. It's taking place at the Denny Sanford Premier Center in Sioux Falls. The competition begins at 1:45. Augustana University history professor Michael Mullen presents a program called Pettigrew in Paradise at the Old Courthouse Museum. He'll discuss U.S. Senator Richard Pettigrew's vote in Congress against the annexation of Hawaii. The free talk begins at 2 o'clock. The City of Sioux Falls free leaf and branch drop-off sites are open through May 24th. They're located on North Lyon Boulevard and on Chambers Street. Today's hours are noon to 5. The South Dakota Symphony Orchestra presents a concert for kids and families. The performance is at 4:30 in the Mary W. Summergold Hall of the Washington Pavilion. And enjoy final round coverage of the Masters Golf Tournament on KELOLAND TV. CBS Sports coverage begins at 1 o'clock Central Time. KELOLAND Weekend News at 5:30 will air on KELO Extra. Adam?
Oh, I said we have a warm day on the way, we have a dry day, and we have a windy day. You combine that, and well, we have to do this again. A fire weather warning in place for basically everybody along and south of I-90 in South Dakota, outside of the Spearfish area. This also includes the likes of Pierre, Sturgis, up along the southern half of the Cheyenne River Valley into northern Meade County as well. Please be careful with any outdoor heat sources as we go through the day, as grass fires can start and spread very easily. Outside of that little bit of moisture I mentioned earlier, moving into Minnesota and trying to clip northeastern portions of South Dakota, we don't really have much of anything in place. There is an upper level trough axis. That is the little triggering mechanism that attempted to get a little bit of something going this morning, but that's really been just about it. And that's going to be just about it as we head through the rest of the day. Overnight, could get a little shower or two out to the west and northwest, but better chances for rain come around as we head later into the day on Monday, especially near and east of I-29, where showers and thunderstorms are going to be possible. A few of those storms could pack an extra punch. For Tuesday, could see a shower or two out in western South Dakota, but better chances are going to be to the south and east. And in fact, we do that all over again as we head into the day on Wednesday as well. But by the end of the week, it might be a little bit different. Here is a look at Monday's severe weather potential. It's a marginal risk in green, level 1 out of 5. Sisseton, just west of Watertown into Madison, Sioux Falls, Rock Valley, and then south of Spencer in green. Slight risk, level 2 out of 5 in yellow for the likes of Ortonville, Watertown, Dual County to Marshall, Worthington, and then headed east along Interstate 90. Hail is the main concern. Could see some damaging wind gusts as well. And of course, there is that isolated risk for a spin-up tornado or two. So please keep that in mind as you go about the second half of Monday, especially again, the farther east you go. From there, we watch the thermometer as we stay pretty warm for the rest of the week. Temperatures never really take a huge step backward despite the passage of a front on Monday. But what we are going to watch is another front. That comes around late Thursday into Friday as temperatures fall over the course of the day on Friday and then bottom out as we head towards Saturday. For what it's worth, headed into late April, if you're near and south of I-90, odds for above average temperatures are favored just by a little bit. By this point, average is going to be roughly in the low to mid 60s. For your day today, though, we're going to be looking at temperatures in the low to mid 80s in southeastern KELOLAND with a warm southwesterly wind in place. 70s to low 80s up in northeastern portions of KELOLAND. Plenty of sunshine by the afternoon with that breeze also picking up. We'll stay windy out west as well. Temperatures ranging from the 70s to the northwest to the low 80s in central and southern portions of KELOLAND. Overnight low temperatures tonight falling into the 40s to near 50 under partly to mostly clear skies. And as we take a look at the 7-day forecast, there's that chance for rain and a couple of thunderstorms on Monday. Rain chances linger Tuesday and Wednesday in Sioux Falls as as temperatures are in the 70s. We briefly spike at 80 on Thursday, but then we slide backward through Friday into Saturday. Now, Friday's high temperatures just about across the board are going to be afternoon high temperatures. Official highs are going to likely be recorded a little after midnight. Also worth noting, take a look at Friday into Saturday for Aberdeen as well. Yes, we have that chance for rain on Friday, but we could see some snowflakes mixing in overnight Friday into early Saturday. So we're not quite done with that potential yet. Until we get there, though, and take a look at today. 78 breezy, 75 on Monday with a few showers and thunderstorms possible. Then maybe a shower or two on Wednesday as well with temperatures back in the 70s. For Pierre, near 80 today, 76 and a shower or two on Monday. Chance for rain Tuesday into Wednesday with highs in the low 70s, 80 on Thursday, then upper 40s and low 50s headed toward the weekend. And for Rapid City, 77 today, 74 tomorrow, 64 Tuesday with a better chance for rain, a few more showers into Thursday and Friday before we also fall backward into the 40s to close the week. Have a great day, everybody. Stay cool and have fun. For more on your local news, weather, and sports, you can always head on over to KELOLAND.com.